Hello and good evening. Welcome back to Underrail. So, I do owe a bit of an explanation, but we'll get to that in a minute. Don't mind that, I was tinkering with some shit. So, regarding the long break between these, covered it a bit in my Breath of Fire video, but obviously people who watch this don't necessarily watch that. Give me 1 second, and I'm going to explain what we're going to do here, and then I'll get to the explanation for everything else. We're going to try to get initiated with the University of Tchort, and in doing that, get just enough done to hit level 24, and then we'll see about going and trying to do the DLC proper. So, in reality, a few things occurred with my scheduling. Just the streaming deal was not being very feasible at this point in time. In fact, you'll notice, or will notice over the course of these, that there is no chat log here anymore. That's because I am just flat out recording now, rather than streaming and all floating from Twitch. So, oh, cutscene. 1 second. As the robed man hurriedly steps outside, all three soldiers standing in front of him simultaneously take a small bow while having their hands placed on their chests, right around the heart area. Once the salute is finally over, the middle soldier takes a single step forward and addresses him. Tchort is evolution, Ifrator. The Ifrator responds by performing an identical salute, excluding the bow. Evolution is Tchort, brother. Tell me, did you manage to find anything? I'm afraid not, Ifrator. We scanned the surrounding area, but found nothing other than a handful of isolated groups of bandits and scavengers, and no one possessed what we seek. I'm afraid our initial reports might just be true. Lunatics must have been behind the theft. All leads simply point to those devolved inbreds. I'll be the judge of that, brother. His stare passes over each and every one of the three individuals. Wrestlefors, you all deserve rest. Meanwhile, I will wait for the second unit to arrive. They should be here soon. He sighs. Magnificent Tchort. He looks at them again. I said, go and get some rest. Don't just stand there like you frozen. Inside, he points to the big front gate. Tchort guide you, Ifrator. Yes, Tchort guide me. So I'll explain a bit in a minute. I'm going to go ahead and get this started. That way we've got some time for it. This man seems somewhat uneasy as you come near him. Even though you are unable to see his face, what you're able to notice is how his body language expresses his apprehension. He is unable to stand completely still. He either taps his foot or crosses and uncrosses his arms, or nervously looks all around him. When you near him, you notice a symbol on his uniform, a circular eye with two tentacles sprouting from it, similar to the symbol on the large doors behind him. Soon, he speaks with a voice that sounds tense and hasty in one moment and cold in the other. What is it? Who are you? Are you one of the Tchortists? I am Ifritor Denzel, and yes, I am a Tchortist. In case you haven't noticed, you are standing at the entrance to Institute of Tchort, and all these robed guards, Wrestlefors, are its members as well. We are here to preserve the safety of the Institute, so be very careful of your actions during your time here. You got your answer. Now leave me alone. I would like to become a member of your organization. I'm sorry, but we can't accept new members at this particular time. We are full, so to say. As you can see, if you were to look around you, all these people here are waiting to join the Institute. But alas, as I've already mentioned, we cannot accept new members. Still, that doesn't stop them from waiting, which is to be respected. Tchort might reward their wait, but not at this time, unfortunately. I don't think you understand me. I really want to become a Tchortist. What is the matter with you? Are your ears vestigial? It's like you can't hear me properly. We do not accept new members. Now buzz off. Buzz off? Is that your answer? I am so disappointed. I never even suspected that a representative of such a grand and enchanting organization, such as the Institute of Tchort, would say something so foul to me. I was willing to dedicate the rest of my days to Tchortism and to happily spend those very days surrounded by men and women, brothers and sisters, who are above all the low-life scum inhabiting the rest of the Underrail. Magnificent Tchort, you must be some inbred bastard who lost the ability to understand human language several generations ago. He makes a short pause to allow some of the steam to come out and prevent him from exploding. Look here, you don't want to be disturbing in a freighter. I can order these Rassifors here to call you instantly, and they wouldn't even flinch. Order them anything you want, but I'm standing my ground here. I want to join the Institute, and I'm willing to do anything to achieve that goal. Something tells you that, despite him looking just angry on the outside, on the inside he's probably turning into a ball of plasma, reaching temperatures high enough to ignite nuclear fusion. Suddenly, he cools down, and his tone of voice becomes calmer, losing the red-hot edge. Anything, you say? Anything, you say. Interestingly, there is, well, an issue we could use some help with. Finally, we're getting somewhere. We have an issue with a missing figurine, a very important metal figurine. It was stolen from us and we need it back. Now, we aren't precisely sure who did it, but we suspect those devolved lunatic inbreds to be behind the theft. They taint everything they touch with their filthy hands. The metal figurine depicts a man reaching for the surface. He points up there. If you can find it, we might make a deal about you joining us, brother. Where should I start looking for it? Well, our Rassifor scouts have learned some time ago that large groups of lunatics were seen in the vicinity of the Emporian shopping mall that's west of here. And if the lunatics are the ones who took the figurine, that would be the best start. Let's see, I have more questions. I'm sure you do. What's the deal with this figurine anyway? Why is it so important? I'm not at liberty to reveal that information to you. If you do manage to retrieve it, then you'll find out more. I'm on the job. I'll find that figurine and bring it here as soon as possible. Do not speak to me unless you have the figurine. Short, get... Ugh. So, we're gonna go and hunt down some lunatics. Should be pretty smooth sailing. I do need to repopulate my hotbar though. So, to explain, overall, schedule just did not... Streaming took certain things that I just could not guarantee in the reasonable future. So for that reason, and into the foreseeable future, streaming is not on the table anymore. Which, that's fine. There are ways around things, such as using OBS to record. What does this mean for you all? Videos will be a bit shorter. This is both because of shortness of time and inability to just consistently put out. So, what my general idea is going forward, um, going to try to consistently make hour-ish long videos. This is to get around, this is to work within the confines of time and to is that coming from in there? Did I miss something while I was looking? Also, because this is my first time recording rather than streaming, we will make a new save real quick. And in the event that anything goes terribly, terribly wrong, I can always just load back so nothing is lost. But huh, that's interesting. I don't think I've encountered this event, so that might be new or just random RNG. But anyway, so I will attempt to at least continue to make videos for Underrail at the hour-long mark. Um, Anything shorter than that for story progress feels kind of scummy. I mean, you can't really get much done, right? We've barely done anything that's already 12 minutes long. Wait, what is this? Billy Station 6. Is this a new entrance to something that was already there? Well, we'll find out shortly, I'm sure. Um, so, unfortunately, because I was trying to figure out how everything would go, uh, the backlog that I had set up on YouTube, right? Uh, that is completely exhausted at this point, which is why the 1, 2, 3 rotation. Utility dumpster 6, terminal. We are coming. Hee hee ha ha. Regulators derailed. Sensors went haywire. Display imaginary dysfunctions. Missing signals from at least 2. I'm not saying it. Sensors. Disconnected connections. Manual maintenance required. Nope. Sensor 48, interruption located north, lower section, misleading. Sensor lunatic, interruption located south, present level, lies. Okay. This is interesting. So originally, if nothing had happened, it would have still been Underrail, Breath of Fire, and the backlog of FGO from the event that I had to steamroll through. Yeah, that's pretty much entirely blown through at this point. Oh, really? Oh, okay. So to ensure that something keeps coming, okay, I am doing this, and hopefully with a little bit of time, we will get back to the point that I have some leeway on how often, or rather, more leeway on how I'm producing things. But, oh boy. Huh. Well, it did make an autosave. So, because of that, we will be doing things in smaller bits, but this will ensure that I can actually put out at all. So I ask for your understanding in the future, and I do apologize. Because we were kind of on a roll, and it was working out prior. Not sure what the telekinetic proxy is just walking around for. That's a bit unusual. Like I'm used to that being a result of bilocation or something. Or things we'll cover later. Oh. Oh. Hmm. Well, when all else fails, get the hell out of Dodge, because there is nothing I can do to something I can literally not hurt. Is this like some damn D&D wizard shit where they literally just have a projection that's going to do the casting for them? If so, that's super busted. Of course I can't. Oh, that's going to be a death then. But we will do what we can. With this shrinking the overall size of individual streams, uh, I don't know exactly how long it would take to finish this now. It was already going to be a large number, admittedly. So, we will see. Goal at present would be to at least get something done each stream, whether it is just a quest or new location like this, because this is new to me. Did the... I had to look at the terminal. Okay, I guess that explains that then. I was wondering where the cables were. And watch it actually be random each time, since that's the save state from having just walked in. But just ask for your patience, and we'll manage. Other than that, we will be doing... We will still be doing the DLC and everything, though, as... As previously mentioned. I am... Oh... boy. I have no intentions of skipping out on anything further on this. It was just unfortunate that things ended up turning out this way, but we will manage. Three adrenaline shots. Nice. Just gonna close that back. Yeah, you know what? Just to improve time efficiency, we will be saving again. Waited out to ensure the AP from having opened the door has recovered. Oh boy. Got ourselves quite the full house at the moment. Oh, nice. And that one doesn't have a sidebar, so we're actually golden. The sounds might draw some people in. But not a problem. If you can clean out shop without being seen, you're golden. Yeah, that's why there was such a huge gap between the previous the previous stream and this recording. I'll admit I'm mildly miffed for other reasons because it's probably nothing. Like, I imagine even the viewer that made the fuss during the last one wouldn't have. Oh, oh, they are in the vents. I didn't realize. I just thought the sounds were there. I didn't realize they were actually in there with me. Good to know. But, oh. But yeah, it mildly miffed me because while. Ooh, oh. Alright, I'm just gonna save time because we already know how that one's ending. Okay. Maybe that's all we need to... Of course. Why can I not move? Oh, okay. But anyway, it mildly miffed me because it's probably nothing, but just the thought that it could be interpreted that that little disagreement, I guess you could call it, uh, influenced this irks me. But that was completely unrelated. I imagine they probably would have still shown up had I streamed again. Run diagnostics. Press a system full dysfunctional. Press a button from below. Maybe? Activate defense systems. All trash. Don't bother. Activating all remaining units. Please go away. Remaining units low on power. Take adequate measures. And what are those, huh? Toggle gates. Some were broken before a stampede. Whoops. Gates locked and loaded forever. Don't touch this. It's dirty shit. Reallocating pressure from north. Sensors indicate numerous leaking spots. Finding alternate routes. Estimated wait time 10 to the 10th power plus a negative 123,456 mind shrooms. Functional routes detected. Pressure squeezed through unsuccessfully. Oh. Okay then. Oh, okay, door opened. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Okay. And I can hear the whirring, so there's probably a proxy somewhere. Corrosive acid. Huh. I believe that's a new item. Hmm. Oh, geez. Oh, no. Like, if I knew where they were coming from, which I imagine that's part of the thing, is resolving their... Okay. Wouldn't it be nice if the so-called Overwatcher was the source? Okay. This pipe seems forcefully stretched, its metal cover bent in such a way for a human to easily pass through. Looking inside, you notice that the way is blocked by a large, smelly object. Next to the pipe entrance lies a red valve, most likely used to operate the flow within the system. Open the valve. Gruesome sounds ensue as you can hear the air flowing through, struggling to clear the obstacle. A few loud snaps away, you quickly notice that those were actually human remains blocking the path. Eventually, the air prevails, flushing the corpse down the pipes, leaving almost nothing behind. After a little while, you close the valve. The way is clear. Let's save first. Let me guess, even though, yep, we're gonna wait, well, we're going to a new area most likely. Watch this punish us. Hmm? Okay, it's a two-way path, and I just lost stealth again. We should be far enough away that this is stealthy. Yep. Just gonna wait it out. Give him the old 1. And 2. Which, while there are some obvious shortcomings of doing things this way, this does actually open up some other options as well for other things. Obviously for Underrail, this is just a net loss, I think, for the viewers, maybe. Unless the smaller video size makes it easier to digest without having to repeatedly come back. I'm hoping that's the silver lining here. But yes, unfortunately you will not see Ski or... I think it's just Ski and Druha that regularly commented in Underrail. So that's is an unfortunate thing, but who knows, we might manage to find them over here. Wait, is this... That's just another way into... Oh. Alright. Okay, so I know where we are now. So that's just a new way in. And that's neat. I can dig it. Utility Station 7, Terminal 6. Hazardous Waste Disposal Control. Checking status. Waste disposal system is on standby. No procedures in place. Well, you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking initiate toxic gas disposal procedure. Initiating procedure. Accessing pipeline 1. Assessing pipeline 1 integrity. Passed. Assessing pipeline 2 integrity. Warning, pipeline 2 integrity assessment failed. Dangerous breach in section C3 of pipeline 2 detected. Gas disposal procedure aborted due to safety risks. Perform an override and initialize the toxic gas disposal procedure. Initializing toxic gas disposal procedure. Procedure initialized successfully. Warning, gas leak detected. Chamber lockdown initiated. Okay. So, unfortunately, it only affects what's going on in here. Otherwise, it would actually make this whole area super easy. But still, a little less to deal with is a little less to deal with. You know, this area was closed for a reason. That's all I'm going to say. And that was it. That right there. But we have a new and interesting tool on our hands. So, you've only seen stasis utilized in the context of cheesing through the gauntlet. But now our Deathstalker buddy is sorely confused. Well, why pray manage move, right? And then we just miss. Stasis makes any of them, any enemies of that nature, somewhat of a joke. If only, if only because all you need to do is bait them out, use stasis once you've been attacked, and they will sit there and attempt to sting you again repeatedly. And, well, it doesn't work because you're basically invulnerable. Which means happy, happy fun time for you, and not so happy time for them when you come out swinging. Now, your hit probability against Deathstalkers will definitely vary depending on what it is you're doing. And I have to admit, I remember my hit percents being higher, so I don't know if they made Deathstalkers stronger as a whole or if melee is just uniquely penalized. But I can definitely confirm it feels like my percentages are lower. Like, I feel like I should have a routine like 80 plus against most targets at this level, and that was still in the 60s. But, you know, it is what it is. Speaking of it being what it is, this is a really interesting situation. That's a lot of enemies. Now, if this were a gun run, it actually wouldn't be that difficult to work around. But melee being what it is, oh, what? Oh, damn. Okay, then. I didn't realize the individual damage ticks were that high. Oh, well. Also apparently didn't have this on, so... Oh, whoop. Let's try this again, shall we? Oh, all that does is... okay. Okay. Okay, well, it wasn't really worth it. Go ahead and drag that down there. And put on gear that isn't garbage for actual combat. On that note, I do know I've got at least one regular that watches these specifically. Obviously we're going to be working on this for a while, but if you've got any requests or other things for me to do, be willing to hear you out. At present, the other game that will be getting this treatment, Breath of Fire 3, shouldn't have too much more left. It'll be a few more sessions than originally intended due to the shrink of each individual session, but it too is nearing its end. After that, I was thinking another RPG, since I'm kind of on a nostalgia binge. But, you know, I'm open to people making suggestions. And, you know, let it not be said that I am not a man of the people. So, this wasn't a waste, but we might have to come back here later, because I cannot engage that many at once. Or rather, I maybe could, but I would need them in different locations. That said, this is a location that we were going to be coming to regardless. So this and the utility station 6 will be hit again in the future. Ooh. Last tourist guide. Nice. But I feel like this is in the wrong place. Like, I feel like I should already be in the Institute before coming here, but I don't know. Take that. Oh, well, actually, that was the first one. So, excuse me, it's been a while. Da 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 da. Ruined textbook. This textbook clearly belonged to the Biocore University, but it has deteriorated far beyond readability. Worth 1 oddity point. But so long as I don't see something that is going to cause problems, I don't mind coming here early. If anything, it'll just speed up the later bits. I guess I'll go ahead and put the old battery down here as well. Oh, and I did do a couple of things off of stream, which is mostly crafting related. Which I might have mentioned it last time, actually. It has been a fair bit since the last section was actually recorded, so I do apologize if I'm a little scattered if you happened to jump from the last part to this one. But we made a fairly acceptable shield with basically a capacity of 1170, which means that against firearms and such that shoot at that, okay, hold up, that shoot at that level, we basically have 1100 more health, so very good. Well, not quite how I had planned on that one going. Easy. That's the one you want to put the good stuff on. I will take the crits, though, happily. Should have, yeah, all of that already. This feels like quest relevant. Mutated cockroach. Been a while since we've seen one. Still need one more. We are regenerating. Oh. They saw me. That said, they go down pretty easy, so... As long as Mr. Hunchback doesn't throw something... Well, that still could have been way worse, actually. Ooh. Okay. So we're going to do what could be considered a big brain play. So you might have noticed before, but these buffs don't tick down during stasis. Oh, and because I'm frozen, I'm also immune to shit like yellow. Nice. We good? Still frozen. So notice everything's all around us, which ordinarily would be terrible. but activate Blitz. Just like that, most of them are resolved. We're just going to move back in there. And recuperate. And there's still more. It should be all of the threats, so we'll shift back to the more comprehensive protection. And there's our final mutated cockroach, leaving us at 27 out of 30. So this table is where we'll be heading in the future. But for all intents and purposes, I do believe that's everything for the moment. So, it is getting to be about the time. Admittedly, not quite what I had counted on us covering. But, you know. Something that did need to be done. I don't test this at the moment. Hold up. So I really do feel like I'm not supposed to be coming in this. Are we? No, we are not good. We are not good. I was right. Yeah, so this is after you joined. So, okay, I'll give him credit. Stig introduced another method of getting in that isn't just guns ablazing. So good on him. Which means that this is another quest that we can wait on. There's probably going to be something to make it easier. So this area here was completely new. Or at least it was for me. Maybe it existed in a previous build but was RNG? Don't know. I was right to make that save. Oh, that's the one we ran into that time. With any luck, there's nobody here to bother us. Nope, never that simple, is it? Hey, I'll take it. That did count. That dude has to be, like, for each one of those, avatars that are running around, these guys have to be responsible for, really, for one of them. They're definitely loaded up like they would be. Ooh. So I would say try to get behind the scanner, throat cut, kick the Overwatch unit, and then go from there. Mm. You know what? Since I'm pretty sure they're the source of the avatars, I want to make sure they go down. You know what? We're gonna stasis. Alright, so we already know more or less how to resolve these two. What is making that? Oh, is that one of those, not phosphorus? Uh, Jeez. Oh, wait, no. I bet it's the oil on the floor, ain't it? Oh, that's good. That's super good, actually. I like that. Alright, that's good. I like that a lot, actually. I think it worked more to my advantage than theirs. Whatever. And there's the infamous plasma beam that we won't be getting. So we're going to take a quick peek down here, because that was another doorway. And we might call it there. Okay. It's just those two. That's a quick and easy resolution. Oh no. Just like that. So, so I don't know, but maybe we won't find any more apparitions down here now that all the Overwatch units are down. Sounds good on paper, anyway. Oh, okay. Alright, no, I think we're good. I think this is done. Like obviously there's some loot, but yeah, we'll clear out this room of loot real quick. And we're still good on carry capacity. Just on the chance that they decided to stash some new oddities in this area. I wouldn't put it past him. And there we go. New little shortcut into the Institute. We'll do one quick check, but this is where we will leave the save at. Just want to make sure that the Institute isn't hostile to us. Shouldn't be. Oh, looks fine. So, that was honestly tidy enough, I think. Hopefully, other sessions will be as cut and dry as this. I will be experimenting with sound levels, but this is the first one, so if this one ends up sounding close enough to good, you will see it. I will try to do another one of this to make up for, one, the sudden change, but also the fact that we kind of skipped it in the rotation. So you're technically owed one anyway. But with any luck, this will work out, and we'll just proceed with smaller batches. But thank you for coming by and watching. I suppose I'll need to rephrase that now that we're not doing streams. Thanks for watching. See you next time. You know, leave a comment if you have something you'd like to say, or requests, or suggestions, or something. I try to stay open-minded. Subscribe if you would like, and if you liked it, please like. See you next time, and have a great one.